trucks tonight. Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Puts it over. Can he save it?
Here we go!
A sold-out capacity crowd here tonight at the MTA Arena. The fans have packed the stands. The pit party is all wrapped up, and we are ready to go side by side. Diecast Monster Truck Racing for MTA Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 8 of the top-tier talent on the MTA roster ready to throw it down inside the dirt, inside the MTA Arena. All of them trying to claim the MTA Legends Championship here tonight. We have got a jam-packed show ready for you guys. Get ready to throw it down inside the MTA Arena. Get geared up. Grab a snack, grab a cold drink, because we're going side by side. Diecast Monster Truck Racing here tonight at MTA Legends. So get ready as the trucks get ready to go back to the pit area. We're going to show you guys how round 1 action is going to shake down here today on MTA Legends. Now up first inside of round 1, downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot will take on Rudy Zilligy and Rage. Followed by the remaining 6 trucks in our field here tonight. The Cowboy from Hell, Tim Cantwell and Bounty Hunter taking on Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. Then Bradley Graham returns at King Sling to take on Michael Harry and El Toro Loco. Then we're going to see Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company take on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, and the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. That's how round 1 action is going to shake down. Up first here tonight, Rudy Zilligy and Rage, the madman behind the wheel, to take on downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. And ladies and gentlemen, Mitch Brown debuted at the Legends event 4 years ago on the MTA YouTube channel. He's trying to put Bigfoot on the top of the mountain here tonight. Rudy Zilligy and the Rage Chevrolet out of Columbus, Michigan, out of the Team Scream Camp, trying to take it away here tonight. Here's the green light now. Ford Chevrolet down the straightaway. They're dead even over no man's land to the finish line. An incredible matchup, no doubt about it, as Rudy Zilligy and Rage was not letting Mitch Brown and Bigfoot get away easy. And it's going to come down to a photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. Way too close to call up here in the booth. What a matchup between Bigfoot and Rage here tonight to kick off the MTA Legends show. We're going back down to the MTA replay, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line they go. They're pretty much door handle to door handle all the way down the straightaway as they approach the first jump. Up and over no man's land to the last of the cars. Your winner, Rudy Zilligy and Rage by inches, taking out Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. That is not how Mitch Brown wanted to end his night. However, you don't get much closer to that. Here tonight on MTA Legends, Rudy Zilligy and Rage moving on in a round 2 competition. Now next up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a legendary battle, no doubt about it. The Phenom, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger, hailing out of Kildover Hills, North Carolina, ready to take on the Cowboy from Hell, Tim Cantwell and the Bounty Hunter, and a Toganoxy Candace, a classic Ford versus Chevrolet matchup. 2 legendary drivers, only one moves on to the semifinals. Both these trucks are staged. Here's the green light now, down the straightaway they go. Bounty Hunter with the early lead, but here comes the Gravedigger over the last of the cars, and Wagner turns it over down inside of the shutdown area, trying to chase down the Bounty Hunter as Tim Cantwell left him making a sandwich at the starting line. No question about it. Rich Wagner's upside down. MTA track officials are going to run down there, get him turned back over. But here is another look at your MTA replay again. Bounty Hunter pulling a huge lead off the starting gate. Up and over no man's land now, going to the last of the cars. Wagner trying to make up the ground at the line, and he pulls it out. He will get the win over Tim Cantwell here tonight in the Bounty Hunter. As Wagner now, we watch him try to shut the truck down. He had a lot of speed going over the last of the cars, trying to chase down the Bounty Hunter, turning the truck upside down. Now again, our MTA track crew officials are down there to roll the Gravedigger back over after that wild ride. An incredibly close race. Cantwell has nothing to be ashamed of. He gave it all he had here tonight. Wagner should be back for semifinal competition to take on Rudy Zilligy and Rage. Now next up, as we move along with round 1 competition, up at the line, the King of Kings, Bradley Graham returning in King Sling. Another protege hailing out of Kildover Hills, North Carolina. Ready to take on Michael Harry and the Crazy Bull, El Toro Loco. One of these drivers moving on in the semifinal competition here tonight. King Sling, El Toro Loco. It's anybody's ball game here tonight at MTA Legends. Who's moving on to the next round? As we get set to go green now on the line, they go El El Toro with the early lead. Here comes Kingsling on the outside. But Michael Harry looks like he pulled the trigger right at the time to go across the finish line first. An incredible matchup, no question about it. El Toro Loco and Kingsling throwing it down here at MTA Legends. We're going to go back off the track, take another look at your MTA replay. Off the starting line they go. El Toro Loco with a slight lead on the inside lane. Slight bobble right there as Kingsling tries to come back on him. A little cattywampus through no man's land. Your winner, Michael Harry. El Toro Loco will pull it out by maybe 3/4 of a truck over Bradley Graham and Kingsling here tonight at MTA Legends, and the races are incredibly close here tonight. No doubt about it, as Kingsling will go on the trailer and El Toro Loco moving on in the semifinal competition. But now, as we get set to close out round one action, it's the return of the Halloween Madness 4 champion, Wyatt Anderson. Bad Company, the Chevrolet camp in the far lane, ready to take on the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, U.S. Air Force Afterburner. He's been out here for quite some time trying to get a big-time win here tonight over Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company. Full truck stage now as we get set for green. Off the line they go, the Iceman with an early lead. Here comes Anderson on the outside lane in trouble now, turning it over against U.S. Air Force Afterburner here tonight in round one competition. What a ride for Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company. Jeffrey Skipper laid it all on the line. Incredibly close matchup down to the finish line as we go back and take a look at your MTA Legends replay. Off the line, the Iceman pulls a slight lead down the inside lane. Here comes Anderson now. Watch him over no man's land towards the finish line, and right there you see it. Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company will pull out the round one victory. Wasn't by much. Neither of these round one races have been won by much of a margin, but nonetheless, Bad Company, your round one winner here tonight over Jeffrey Skipper and the U.S. Air Force Afterburner. What an incredible night of racing so far here at MTA Legends, and we still got more to come, ladies and gentlemen. We started with 8 trucks. We're now down to 4. Semi-final action is coming up next. 2 out of the 4 of the trucks have already rolled over here tonight. Are we going to see any more? We're going to find out next, because, ladies and gentlemen, semi-final action coming right into your living room. Who's going to be the MTA Legends champion here tonight? We're going to find out next after the break.
This isn't your typical motorsports podcast. You're listening to Crush This, a monster truck podcast presented by High Octane Coffee and J Concepts. A show where we take you inside the minds of your favorite drivers, past and present, of the monster truck industry. And now, your hosts, Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash. Buckle in. The show starts now.
If you can't get enough Diecast Monster Truck Racing action right here on MTA, be sure to check out our friends over at the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Get ready to romp and stomp all over the track, tear up some trucks, and watch the carnage unfold. They host some of the best side-by-side Diecast Monster Truck Racing you will ever see. Also, check out all of our social medias. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, as well as the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. Some great racing action you don't want to miss. Be sure to go over there and check them out. Like their videos and subscribe to the Midwest Madness YouTube channel. And welcome back to MTA Legends here today on the MTA YouTube channel. We're down to 4 trucks. Rudy Zilligy and Rage to take on Rich Wagner, the Phenom, and the Gravedigger. Then we're going to see Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company take on Michael Harry and that crazy bull, El Toro Loco. Now remind you, Gravedigger and Bad Company have rolled over here tonight already. Is that going to be a threat? We're about to find out, because Rudy Zilligy, the Hellbilly Deluxe himself, and Rage ready to take on the Phenom and Gravedigger. Rich Wagner behind the wheel, the former 16-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, trying to put Gravedigger back on top of the winner's bracket here tonight. Rudy Zilligy trying to make the biggest upset of his MTA career. Who's going on to the finals? Rage taking on Gravedigger. We're kicking off semifinal action as we get set to go green. Off the line they go now. Gravedigger with a slight lead now, up and over no man's land to the finish line. It's close, all the way down to the wire. Rudy Zilligy starting to make a comeback and Rage out of that far lane. Not sure if it was enough to knock off Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger here over on the inside lane. An incredible race, no question about it. As we go back and take a look at your MTA replay, off the starting line they go. Rich Wagner and Gravedigger number 7 flying down the straightaway. Watch Rudy Zilligy now trying to close the gap on him through no man's land, and at the finish line it won't be enough. Your winner, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger, moving on to the finals here tonight at MTA MTA Legends, the question remains, ladies and gentlemen, who is he going to meet there in that final round? Is it going to be Wyatt Anderson in Bad Company, your Halloween Madness 4 champion from 2023? Or is it going to be the madman behind the wheel, the crazy bull, El Toro Loco? Ladies and gentlemen, one of them is going to go on to the final round here tonight at MTA Legends and match up against Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. Both these drivers are staged. El Toro Loco taking on Bad Company. They both want this win bad. It's going to be coming down to who goes across that finish line first. El Toro Loco, Bad Company, as we get set to go green on the line. El Toro with the early lead. Here comes Anderson on the inside lane. Harry's in trouble. Over he goes in the shutdown area. Michael Harry turns over the crazy bull, trying to run out Wyatt Anderson in Bad Company here tonight at MTA Legends. Another incredibly close race as we go down to your MTA replay, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line, you see Michael Harry almost gapped Wyatt Anderson by a truck length. He does, as a matter of fact, up and over no man's land. Here comes Anderson on the inside to the finish line, and he will pull out the win over Michael Harry and El Toro Loco as Harry tries to shut it down, sticks it on the nose, and goes end over end right into the shutdown area. Nonetheless, Bad Company will meet up with the Gravedigger in the final round here at MTA Legends. But now our MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll over the crazy bull as he went for broke there, trying to chase down Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company to the finish line. A lot of damage done to the crazy bull. He definitely gave the fans their dollar's worth here tonight as they get the truck right side up. You see some of the damage done, and the MTA track crew officials are going to clean that truck up, get him back to the pit area so we can continue on with our final round of racing. But Michael Harry and El Toro Loco giving the fans what they want to see here tonight. A wild crash, and he knew it was bound to happen as 8 of the greatest diecast monster truck racers threw it down here tonight for MTA Legends. What an incredible show nonetheless so far, and we still got one more race to go. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with the final round showdown of the ages. Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company to take on Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger. Both these trucks rolled over earlier tonight in previous rounds, and they're about to throw it down for your final round showdown here tonight. Who's going to take the MTA Legends Championship? We're going to find out next after the break. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MTA Legends here tonight, and we are back with the finals. It's come down to 2 out of a bracket full of 8 trucks. We got 2 remaining. Wyatt Anderson, the former Halloween Madness champion from last year, Bad Company at the line to take on the Phenom, Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger, the former 16-time Thursday Night Thunder champion in a showdown for the ages. It's a battle of the bow tie Chevrolet here to close out MTA Legends. Who's walking away with a championship? Ladies and gentlemen, Anderson and Bad Company, Wagner and the Gravedigger. Who's going to be the MTA champion? Both trucks are staged. It's showtime here tonight down the straight stretch. They're dead even up and over the cars to the finish line. An incredible matchup between 2 great drivers here tonight at MTA Legends. And folks, that was way too close to call from up here in the booth. It was a dead heat through and through, all the way down to the finish line. As we go back and take another look at your MTA Legends replay, try to get a grasp and a closer look at this race. Off the line they go. Both drivers cut an incredible light. They are seemingly dead even all the way down the straightaway. Up and over no man's land right here is a big time air to the finish line. And it looks like Bad Company will outrun the Gravedigger here tonight in our final round showdown, or close matchup, without a shadow of a doubt. And these races here tonight have probably been the closest I've ever called from up here in the booth. But ladies and gentlemen, please help me at this time on congratulating your MTA Legends champion, Wyatt Anderson, Bad Company! And a huge congratulations to Mr. Wyatt Anderson and Bad Company, being the best of 8 trucks here tonight at the MTA Legends event. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We hope you enjoyed the show out here today, and we'll hopefully bring you more great content in the future to come. Thank you to everybody coming out and watching tonight's show. If you haven't already, be sure to crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.
standing tall up in victory lane. I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that.
It's been a long time.
It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that.
It's been a long time.
It's about